What if one of the most influential figures in football wanted to keep a star player away from your favorite team? That's the burning question surrounding the Las Vegas Raiders and their future quarterback. Deion Sanders, a living NFL legend, has made it clear he doesn't want his son, Shatter Sanders, to land in Las Vegas. After 4 games into the 2024 season, the Raiders are still in a quarterback crisis, and while fans are hopeful for the 2025 NFL Draft, Deion is throwing cold water on the idea of Shatter joining the Raiders. What could this mean for the future of the franchise? Stick around to find out all the exclusive details that no one else is talking about. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for all the Raiders news. This is one video you won't want to miss. How much influence does a father's opinion hold over his son's future in the NFL? That's the big question today as we dive into the latest Raiders news. And trust me, it's a whirlwind of emotions and strategy. As the Las Vegas Raiders sit at 2-2, one issue looms larger than ever. They don't have a franchise quarterback. While fans remain cautiously optimistic about the 2025 NFL Draft, one name stands out among the potential prospects: Shatter Sanders, son of NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders. But here's the twist. Deion doesn't want his son anywhere near the Raiders. In a recent podcast, Deion made his feelings abundantly clear, throwing shade at the idea of Shatter becoming the future face of the Raiders. It's a dramatic development that could alter the course of the team's rebuilding process. As we dive deeper, we'll explore what this could mean for the Raiders' long search for a true franchise quarterback. Stay with me. This is one story that will leave you questioning everything about the 2025 draft. For years now, the Las Vegas Raiders have been on a seemingly never-ending quest for a franchise quarterback. The team hasn't found that stable, long-term solution ever since the Derek Carr era came to a rocky end. While Gardner Minshew and rookie Aiden O'Connell have stepped in, both are seen as temporary fixes. Fans hope the 2024 NFL Draft might bring the next big star, but the Raiders left empty-handed, which only intensified the speculation about the upcoming 2025 Draft. The burning question: who will lead this team forward? The early part of the 2024 season has only added fuel to the fire. At 2-2, the Raiders are neither sinking nor swimming, but the absence of a top-tier quarterback is glaring. The team's offensive struggles are clear, and while the defense holds up its end, the quarterback position remains the missing piece. The longer this situation drags on, the more desperate the front office becomes to find a long-term solution, something that can secure the team's future. Enter Shatter Sanders. With his stellar performances at Colorado, Shatter has quickly risen as one of the top quarterback prospects for 2025. The son of one of the greatest to ever play the game, his name alone brings excitement. But not everyone is thrilled at the idea of him joining the Raiders. And that's where Deion Sanders steps into the picture. Deion Sanders is no stranger to influencing the football world, but his latest move has fans buzzing for a very different reason. In a recent appearance on the Nightcap podcast with Chad Ochocinco and Shannon Sharp, Deion didn't hold back when the Raiders were mentioned as a possible landing spot for Shatter in the 2025 NFL Draft. "We're good," he said, quickly shutting down the notion that his son would fit in with the Raiders. His tone was unmistakable. He doesn't want Shatter in Las Vegas, and his words carry a lot of weight. Why would Deion be so opposed to the Raiders, though? It could be about the team's tumultuous history, or maybe it's a personal issue with the Raiders management, particularly owner Mark Davis. Either way, Deion's words have sparked a debate about how much a father should influence his son's professional future. While Shatter doesn't get to pick the team that drafts him, Deion's opinion could sway the narrative in the coming months, especially as the draft approaches. This kind of parental influence isn't new to the NFL. Over the years, we've seen fathers, coaches, and agents try to steer young prospects toward or away from certain teams. But in this case, Deion Sanders isn't just any father. He's an NFL icon, and his voice will be heard loud and clear in the boardrooms of NFL executives, including those of the Raiders. Despite Deion's objections, Shatter Sanders might just be the perfect fit for the Raiders' future. His performances at Colorado have shown he has all the tools needed to succeed at the next level: poise, accuracy, and leadership. As the 2025 draft approaches, his stock will only rise. And if the Raiders are serious about solving their quarterback dilemma, Shatter could be the one to do it. For Raiders fans, the idea of Shatter Sanders wearing the silver and black is tantalizing. He represents hope. Hope that the team can finally move forward with a young, dynamic quarterback who can compete at the highest level. But the question remains, will the Raiders have the courage to draft him, knowing that his father, Deion, is publicly against it? In the past, teams have taken chances on players with outside influences, but Shatter's situation feels different. His father's legendary status and vocal opinions might cause hesitation. Yet, can the Raiders really afford to let this kind of talent slip through their fingers? As we look ahead to the 2025 NFL Draft, one thing is clear. The Raiders need a plan, and they need it fast. Their quarterback situation is a ticking time bomb, and Shatter Sanders offers a potential solution. But if Deion's words are anything to go by, this will be a complicated process, one that might involve more than just talent evaluation. Over the next few months, we'll likely see more headlines about Shatter and Deion Sanders, and more speculation about what the Raiders will do in the draft. The front office knows they have to get this decision right. And for a franchise with as much history and pride as the Raiders, settling for mediocrity is not an option. Can they convince Shatter to join them, despite his father's objections? Or will they look elsewhere, missing out on one of the top quarterback prospects? No matter what happens, the 2025 draft promises to be one of the most pivotal moments in recent Raiders history. The stakes are high, and the entire NFL will be watching. One thing is certain, the drama is far from over. Will Deion Sanders' influence ultimately keep Shatter away from the Raiders? Or will the team take a leap of faith and draft him anyway? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. The future of the Raiders hangs in the balance. With every passing game, the pressure mounts for the franchise to find their next great quarterback, and all eyes are on Shatter Sanders as the potential savior. What do you think? Can Deion really sway the fate of his son's NFL career? Or will the Raiders make their own decision come draft day? If you enjoyed today's deep dive into the Raiders news, be sure to leave a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates on the Raiders today. We've got plenty more exclusive content coming your way, and you won't want to miss it. Stay tuned, Raiders Nation.